Hey guys, I'm Trazillion here, and we're going to be talking today about the next parts of the hero's journey. And as we discussed before, the hero's journey is basically the structure of every story ever told. It's a story of Star Wars, a story of Harry Potter, a story of Lord of the Rings. It's my story. It's pretty much everybody's story. So we left you then with the aspect of the call to adventure and the refusal of the call. Now, after that, after the person has really has got the answer to the call of the adventure, they are guided by a mentor. And at this point, this is where some of the crucial characters of the story come in. So, for instance, in Lord of the Rings, it's Gandalf. So he's straight there, first part of the story. He's the one that's offering the call to adventure to Frodo. In Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi does exactly the same thing, even looks the same. Yeah, same sword, robes, beard, the whole 9 yards. And then in Harry Potter, it's Dumbledore who offers him that call to adventure, to be something bigger than he thought he might be. And the mentor doesn't just offer the adventure, they offer guidance as well in regards to that, because it's something that the mentor can't actually do themselves. Okay, so with Harry Potter, Dumbledore cannot defeat the Dark Lord. He's already tried. He can't do it. It takes Harry Potter to do that, but Dumbledore has the ability to help him do that. Obi-Wan Kenobi, if he could have beaten Darth Vader, he should have done, and he didn't. So he needs Luke Skywalker to actually complete that task. And with Lord of the Rings, if Gandalf could have defeated Sauron and destroyed the ring, then he would have done so. He was the most powerful wizard in the land after Sauron. But he needed the help of Bilbo Baggins and later Frodo Baggins to be able to do that. In my own story, I had a mentor called Uncle Tommy. I called him an uncle. He wasn't a family uncle. I didn't know that. He was a Marine, big shiny boots, and he's the one that prepared me for my Special Forces journey. And I didn't even know I was going to go on a Special Forces journey. So these mentors come in at this point of the story, and they always offer something with this adventure. And in some ways, the mentors tend to live vicariously through the central character. So that whilst appearing to be strong, wise, powerful, there's something lacking, and that lacking is sometimes the innocence of youth. But there is something that needs, if it was that easy, then every story would just be about old characters and wise characters getting shit done, and that's not how it is. So after meeting of the mentor, then there comes the first threshold, and that's where you either meet the guardian or the mentor is the guardian. And again, we see this in these stories. So with Lord of the Rings, Gandalf sends Bilbo and the hobbits off to the prancing pony, and he disappears. He's got his own stuff to deal with, and he leads it in the hands of Aragorn, or Strider. In Harry Potter, Dumbledore hands it over pretty much to Snape, okay, to be his protector. And in Star Wars, Obi-Wan then hands him over really to Han Solo as to be that protector as well. So there's this handoff that goes on, and that's where the first threshold comes in. So you meet the guardians, the people that are going to be guarding the central character as they cross that next threshold. And in doing so, there is always like a minor hiccup, but it just shows, it usually allows the story to get a time frame. So this is what, the ticking clock syndrome. So we've got to do this, so it's got to be done by then, otherwise, the world's going to end, or the country's going to fall, or something bad is going to happen. And that is essentially how that happens, and that is the beginning of the transformation. So at that stage, once we've actually got that call to adventure, we've got the refusal of the call, we got the meeting of the mentor, we got the crossing of the threshold, And at that point, that ends the first part, and that then sets the tone, it sets the time frame of the story, and it also sets the stakes. Okay, so the higher the stakes, the more enjoyable the story and the more important of the story, but also the more importance of the reward for the actual person undertaking the hero's journey. So I'm going to leave it there for now. It's a natural break, and then tomorrow we're going to be starting off the absolute beginning of that transformation of how challenges and temptations and all that type of thing works, which is the bulk of most stories. So that is me, Simon Treselyan. If you feel this is value, please like, share, repost. Freya's coming up to say hello. Freya, you gonna say hello? Yeah. Yeah. There you go. All right, guys. Simon Treselyan out to you. Take care. Bye bye.